So the shampoo option at a salon, always do that. You should always do that. I did that for the first time recently, and it changed my life. This person was washing my hair, and I thought to myself, wow, I wash my hair every day. What am I doing wrong? This feels like a French octopus is teaching my scalp how to love again. And when I wash my hair, it feels like a sad man is washing my hair. So, that's not what I came here to talk about. That's just free advice. I'm an angry man. We're talking about feelings. I'm an angry man. That might not come across right away. I think that surprises people when they meet me. I think I come across less angry and more Mormon, but it's true. It's no surprise to my siblings. I grew up with 3 older brothers. I was the youngest of 4 boys, and they all knew I was angry. We fought a lot, but I was the only one of the brothers who ever punched one of the other brothers in the face out of malice, and I did that to each one of the other brothers at different times, right before I ran away, which I could never get away with now. They're all veterans, by the way. You can't punch a veteran in the face and run away. You can barely do that to a Nazi. But yeah, I'm an angry person. I was in a bar recently, and I was talking about Star Wars with a friend, as is my wont, and I happened to list the titles of the original trilogy, and I listed them as Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. And some random-ass bald guy is just like, oh, don't you mean A New Hope? I was like, well, yes, of course, Star Wars A New Hope, as it is known. However, when it was originally released in theaters, it was just Star Wars. And he said, no, you're wrong. It was written as Star Wars, but it was released in theaters as Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. So I calmly shouted, do you want to go to fucking war with me right now? I'm a passionate man. I'm passionate about the things I like. With that passion comes anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. I was 100% right, by the way. Yeah, that guy looked it up on his phone and then had to eat his own stupid words with his stupid Sarlacc pit of a mouth. Anyway, I'm an angry man, and it's tough in the city too. This is a beautiful city. It's a beautiful city, but it's full of infuriating people doing infuriating things like walking slowly. And I know everyone is like, oh, I hate slow walkers, but every time I try to walk anywhere, everyone's going too slow, which means that most of you are lying. And the thing is, like, I'm not upset about, like, old people. Like, if you're elderly and you're moving slow, I get that. That makes sense. What I don't understand is someone who's forced to move forward at a snail's pace, but then the second I have a chance to pass them, becomes a linebacker for the New York Giants. Where they're just, like, shuffling back and forth, and I'm like, you're wasting so much energy when you have so little energy left to waste. It's baffling. Littering is another thing I don't understand. There are enough trash cans in this city that people should not be littering. And I have yelled at strangers in the streets of New York over littering, which is a crazy thing to do. I thought to my head, you know what? Yeah, I'm willing to die today. I will die over a Twix wrapper today. The problem with littering in this city is that I've seen enough of it that now I'm like desensitized. It doesn't hurt like it used to. Now if I see someone litter, it's the same as like seeing someone fall over dead onto a pile of corpses. It's like, yeah, that's sad. Somebody died, but there's a pile of corpses already, so... The thing that gets me in the city now is dog poop. Dog poop on a sidewalk. If I step in your dog's poop, now I hate your dog, and I don't even know your dog, and you did that to me. You made me hate your dog, and that's a terrible thing to do to anyone. And it's not like I can just clean my foot off on a patch of grass. There's no grass anywhere. I have to go to a corner and scrape it off on a pile of corpses. The other one that gets me is people who say, cool story, bro. Yes! cool story, bro. I'm sorry I'm not Oscar fucking Wilde, but I just gave you a part of myself. Right? I just opened the pages of my life and you spat upon the words. The people who say cool story, bro, are the same people who say funny joke, man. When you make a joke like just out and about that doesn't land, they're like, funny joke, man. Like, I don't see you taking any risks. Okay? I don't know, who made you the Peter Travers of workplace comedy? That is a real person that I work with. I work in a restaurant. We talked a little bit about serving earlier. Anybody work in the service industry or used to work in the service? Yeah, okay, so everyone who didn't woo or raise your hand, you are who we would commonly refer to as the enemy. I've been waiting tables like 2.5 years now, which isn't that long, but it's long enough that all you have to do to upset me is sit at my table. The second you sit down, I'm already upset with you. And you've done nothing wrong. You've done absolutely nothing wrong. But you will. And I already hate you for it. Some of the hits are hey, how are you? I'll take a coffee. No, actually, you'll take a second to listen to what I had to say and then respond to me like I'm a human being. Look in my eyes. Acknowledge I'm a human. Or sorry, hey, sorry. Actually, we're ready to order. Oh, okay, yeah, I can go ahead and take that for you. So I can't decide between the French toast, the steak and eggs, or the ranchero scramble. Okay, well, I can't decide why you think it's okay to lie to me. Because I was led to believe that you were ready to order when what you meant to say was that you were ready for me to take you by the hand and help you make a grown-up decision for the first time in your adult life, I guess. How did you get here? Where is your parent guardian? Did you just wander into my restaurant to ruin my life? I worked brunch this morning. I came straight here from brunch. Or people who get a menu in their hand and suddenly become a fucking sous chef. They just look at all the ingredients, decide they're going to do the build your own, and like, I'll do the pancakes with the waffle setup, but I want to have blueberries cooked into my pancakes. All right, sorry, we don't actually cook blueberries into the we can't put anything in the pancakes, but I can't put blueberries on the pancakes. You can't put blueberries in a pancake? Listen, I can do a lot of things. Like, I can put a flute glass through your neck, but I'm not going to. Just like I'm sure as hell not going to put a single goddamn blueberry anywhere near your pancakes! Monsters! Parading about as men. I will say, as upset, thank you. That was more for me than... As upset as I get serving, there is nothing that elicits an irrational rage from me in this world than motivational quotes on Instagram. I just wake up in the morning, I'm not expecting anything, I open my Instagram and suddenly it live, laugh, love. Why don't you live, laugh, leave me the fuck alone? I didn't ask for it. That's a me problem. I recognize this. This is a problem with me, but they seem so, I don't get it. I used to work with this guy whose Instagram is nothing but these posts. And the thing is, he was the worst. Like, he was such a negative person in real life. He would just come into work and suck the positive energy out of everyone and then go home and I guess dance like no one was watching. But these are all actual posts that this person made. One of which being, the caterpillar, when it thought it had reached the end, became the butterfly. Great, cool. And when the beetle thought it had reached the end, it fucking died, so... And you know who else that happened to? The butterfly! It doesn't mean anything! The boat is safe in the dock. But that is not why the boat was made. What do you... I work at the same restaurant as you! Who are you fooling with this? Another one. When you become fearless, life becomes limitless. And they forgot to add "and significantly shorter." When something goes away, expect something better. Oh, that's a fact of life? That everyone's life is just slowly improving? Oh, my puppy died. Well, expect another puppy. Expect a better puppy. Find yourself and be that. That was it. That was the whole thing. Find yourself and be what? Why don't you find the rest of that goddamn quote? Don't judge me on the chapter of my life you walked in on.
Oh, no.
Listen, if the chapter of your life I walked in on is you being a dick to everyone you work with, I'm going to judge you. And I'm also not going to read the rest of that book. A classic, if you don't love me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Listen, I don't even like you at your normal. And never apologize for being who you are. Listen, if that Instagram is an accurate representation of who you are, then you owe all of us an apology. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to let go and let God, but thank you, everyone. You've been...